Have you ever considered how prepared you are for a potential food shortage? As we navigate through 2024, we're confronted with a reality that many of us thought we'd never see. Our food supplies are dwindling at an alarming rate, and to make matters worse, inflation is skyrocketing, making it harder for average families to stock up on essentials. This isn't a scenario from a dystopian novel. It's our present situation, and it's urgent. The importance of having an emergency food stockpile has never been more pronounced. It's not just about survival anymore. It's about ensuring we have access to nutritious food when the supermarket shelves run dry. It's about providing for our families when the supply chains falter. It's about being self-sufficient in a world where food security is no longer a guarantee. So, with this urgency in mind, let's dive into the essentials of building an effective food stockpile. Every family is unique, which means your food storage should be too. When it comes to preparing for the unexpected, it's essential to consider the individual dietary needs and preferences of each member of your household. Are there any vegetarians or vegans? Any allergies to nuts or gluten? Perhaps someone is on a low-sodium diet or needs a high-protein intake. Acknowledging these factors and planning accordingly will ensure that your food storage is not just sufficient, but also suitable for everyone. Remember, in a crisis, access to preferred and familiar foods can provide not only nutritional sustenance, but also a much-needed sense of comfort and normalcy. Take some time to list out these dietary requirements and use this as a guide when you're choosing what to stockpile. Be mindful of ingredients in packaged foods and prioritize items that everyone in your family can consume safely. Your stockpile must cater to your family's specific needs. A balanced stockpile is your key to weathering the storm. It's not just about piling up food, but ensuring you have a variety of nutrients to keep your family healthy and strong when times get tough. Think of your stockpile as a well-rounded diet. You'll want a mix of non-perishable items that provide proteins, carbohydrates, fats, and essential nutrients. Consider canned goods, such as beans, vegetables, and fruits. These are often packed at peak freshness and retain much of their nutritional value. Dry grains like rice and oats are also a great source of carbohydrates and have a long shelf life. Legumes like lentils and chickpeas offer both protein and carbs. And don't forget shelf-stable proteins like canned meats or tuna. These are just some staples to get you started, but remember, your stockpile should reflect your family's tastes and dietary needs. Remember, balance and variety are crucial. Knowing how long your food supply will last is fundamental. This isn't a guessing game, folks. It's about precision, planning, and peace of mind. Let's start small. Begin by calculating a basic 72-hour supply. This is your immediate short-term lifeline. It should include enough meals and snacks to sustain your family for 3 full days. But don't stop there. Gradually, you'll want to expand this supply. Aim for 1 week, then 2. Eventually, you'll want to build up to a month, 6 months, or even a full year's worth of food. Remember, the duration of your food supply will depend on your family size, dietary needs, and storage space. The key here is incremental growth. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to stockpile a year's worth of food overnight. Slow and steady wins the race. And remember, a well-thought-out plan ensures you're prepared for any crisis. Keeping your food supply fresh is as important as building it. The key to this is establishing a first-in, first-out system. Think of your stockpile as a supermarket shelf, where the oldest products are at the front and the newest ones are at the back. This ensures that you use up the oldest items first and nothing goes to waste. Expiration dates are your best friend in this process. Make it a habit to regularly inspect your stockpile, checking the dates on each item. If you find anything nearing its shelf life, make sure to consume it or replace it promptly. While it's vital to have a well-stocked pantry, it's equally crucial to ensure that the food you're storing is safe and nutritious to consume. After all, in times of emergency, you want to be nourishing your family with the best quality provisions. Remember, nourishing our families means providing the best quality provisions. Proper storage is crucial to maintain the quality of your food. To ensure your supplies stay fresh and free from spoilage, it's essential to invest in quality storage containers. Airtight, moisture-resistant containers are your best bet. They keep your food dry, thereby preventing the growth of mold and bacteria. Consider using clear containers. They allow you to see what's inside at a glance and keep track of your supplies easily. If you're storing larger quantities, Mylar bags or sealed 5-gallon buckets are excellent options. They're sturdy, reliable, and can protect your food from pests and other environmental hazards. Now, the key to efficient rotation is labeling. This might sound trivial, but trust me, it's anything but. Label each item with its expiration date. This way you can easily identify and consume items nearing their shelf life. Remember, Investing in proper storage now saves you from future headaches. It's a small step, but one that can make a world of difference in your prepping journey. Diversification is the spice of life, even in emergencies. A well-rounded emergency food stockpile goes beyond basic sustenance. It's about ensuring we're prepared for a variety of situations, and that our meals remain interesting and enjoyable. Incorporating a range of food types is crucial. Canned goods are a given, offering a long shelf life and a wide array of options from fruits, vegetables to meats and soups. They're ready to eat, which can be a lifesaver in a pinch. Dehydrated and freeze-dried items are also invaluable. They're lightweight, compact, and rehydrate with a bit of water, making them perfect for situations where storage space is limited or mobility is necessary. Don't forget about ready-to-eat snacks. Granola bars, jerky, dried fruits, and nuts can provide quick energy and a morale boost during stressful times. Variety in your stockpile ensures flexibility in meal preparation. After all, emergencies don't mean we have to sacrifice flavor or satisfaction in our meals. Let's not forget our little ones and furry friends. In an emergency, they're as much a part of our survival plan as the rest of the family. So, it's essential to consider their specific dietary needs when stockpiling for emergencies. For infants, you'll want to include things like formula and baby food. Remember, infants have delicate digestive systems and need nutritionally balanced, easy-to-digest food. So, stock up on a variety of flavors and types of baby food to ensure they get all the necessary nutrients. And let's not forget our pets. They're part of the family too, right? Just as we need a diverse and balanced diet, so do they. So, make sure to include pet food in your emergency supplies. And in all cases, remember to check the expiration dates and rotate these supplies just like your other stockpile items. Remember, being prepared means caring for all family members. Water is life, especially in emergencies. It's not just for quenching thirst, but also plays a crucial role in our food preparation and hygiene. So it's equally as important to stockpile water as it is food. Now, how much water do you need? A good rule of thumb is 1 gallon per person per day. This accounts for drinking, cooking, and a modicum of hygiene. Remember, in a crisis situation, conservation is key. But don't just fill up containers and forget about them. Water, like food, needs proper storage to keep it safe and drinkable. Opt for food-grade water storage containers and avoid using containers that previously held milk or fruit juice, as they can harbor bacteria. Consider diversifying your water storage as well, with both large barrels for home and smaller containers for potential evacuation scenarios. Always ensure your water supply is accessible and rotate your supply just like you would with food. An ample supply of water is as important as a well-stocked pantry. Your food stockpile is a living entity that requires regular checkups. Just as you wouldn't ignore signs of illness in your body, you mustn't neglect the health of your emergency food supply. Scheduling regular checkups is not an option, it's a necessity. It's about being proactive, not reactive. This involves identifying items nearing their expiration dates, those that are no longer palatable, or those that have been compromised in any way. It's also about ensuring you have a balanced mix of nutrients and food types. But it doesn't stop at checkups. You must also be ready to make updates. Family size may change, dietary preferences may evolve, and your emergency plan may shift. These changes should be reflected in your stockpile. So, set reminders to inspect your emergency food supply. Keep a keen eye on what needs to go, what needs to stay, and what needs to be added. Regular checks keep your stockpile fresh, relevant, and ready for anything.